Hey everyone, I hope you're having a lovely day so far. So in this video, I just thought I'd do just a little kind of, ownership update of the Modusworks Rapt V2. So I've had this quite a few months now. The steel plates are starting to wear in, especially on the corners, but just the feel in general, it's become, I guess, smoother to slide. That's the best way I could put it. So far, I haven't actually changed out the insides too much because I've fallen in love with the crackle sound by having the rubber spaces in there. And this is the aluminium hybrid setup. It just swings around really nicely to those corners. I've just really enjoyed this setup. Sometimes I'll change the spacers out and put the foam ones in again so I don't have the crackle sound, but I kind of miss the crackle sound so much that I usually change it back as soon as I can. So I don't do a massive amount of tricks. I should probably learn some more, but most of the time I just, sit, just doing whatever. It's a really satisfying fidget to use. The magnets are strong enough so that it's not going to fly around everywhere, fall on the ground, or not that I've found anyway. I could tell when the plate started to wear in because, it just seemed nicer to slide. Not that it was tough before. It's hard to describe. It's just smoother. With still enough resistance for those clicks. It's just so satisfying to use. I usually use it in my left hand because I'm right-handed. I'm usually doing something else, either looking through my phone or I'm even playing with a knuckle bone in one hand and the fidget in the other. It's crazy. So I've just been enamoured with this basically since I got it. So I love the titanium body, so it's blasted and stonewashed, and then of course it's a JG10 inlay. So the JG10 is still really nice and clean. Hasn't got scratched up. It is a tough material. The titanium as well hasn't really shown much signs of use, but I do take care of this. Most of the time it lives, if I'm not using it, it is in this pouch that I made. So, it's not going to get damaged in there. But even still, I do take care of my things. Touch wood, it hasn't been dropped, only onto carpet, so it hasn't damaged. Anyway, I thought what I'd do today is actually use one of the 2-click inserts that Jonas gave me for free, which was the new acrylic inserts, and give that a whirl, because usually I'm not a 2-click person. So we want those out. I've kept the box exactly as is because I'm quite a sentimental person. I keep all my Rapt things in here, in the original shipping box, and I've still got the box, everything. I keep everything as is. It's what I've always done. Kind of how I was raised by my parents, so whenever I sell stuff, it's usually got boxes, everything that came with it. But yeah, so he gave me some 2-clicks, so let's have a look. Oh, they're nicely arranged in here. I didn't bother buying the 2-click inserts in brass or aluminium because I know I don't like 2-clicks, but I was quite surprised to see that he'd included these in the package. Now they're for the medium strength and that's for the strong. I think I'm going to do strong, in all honesty. So let's just put that one back in there. If I like this, I might just order the brass and, is it brass? Yeah, brass and aluminium inserts off his site, but we shall see. I've not tried this yet, so let's get my steel plate. I just thought I ought to do a video of a kind of like an update of the Rapt, having owned it for a few months, and I ought to try something completely different while I'm at it. So I love the modularity of this, so it's so easy to take apart. You've got that one screw in there, and I've never found that screw working its way loose, unlike the Magnus sliders I have, because I have to Loctite them in. There's the rubber spacers, and there we go. So I've had it as aluminium hybrid, which I really do like. I did try brass hybrid for a little while. It was really quite heavy. I just kind of went back to the aluminium. Now, is this going to be a little bit difficult in terms of going from a 3-click to a 2-click? Probably is, because the layout's going to be different. But we'll see how it goes. You'll be able to do the corner ones, probably, at least, to get the polarity correct. Let's just double check. Yeah. And I think I will put the foam spacers in so I can get an idea for the kind of standard click with no crackle to muddy up the sound. Let's try and appreciate it as just plain. Oh, we're getting a little bit of dirt on there. I think that's all the wear on the inside, which will be normal. So I've got some rubber spacers there. In fact, actually, where are the ones I've already used? So you do get a little bit of debris on the spacers. I mean, he gave me loads, bless him. Jonas is such a neat guy as well. I know he's overworked. And people really love his work. But yeah, poor guy, overworked. So there we go, numbered inside. So just one I've put on there. I thought that was 2 then. Normally I'd sit down doing this, but of course I'm having to stand to sort this out. So let's put the screw back in. Yeah, this is just so easy to change. I haven't had a problem with, magnets flying everywhere, because the inserts are about the same thickness as the magnets, I think, roundabout, almost, which is, I know it sounds a little bit strange to say, but that magic play, the surrounding plastic or Teflon on the insert plates was not deep enough really to hold the magnets in place while you're trying to put magnets in, so magnets would tend to fly off easier or get attracted to the magnets that you're trying to put in elsewhere, if that makes any sense. It was really irritating, whereas these just hold the magnets really well because they are deep enough. so that one's come off there. But that doesn't surprise me because obviously I've got a different setup the other side. But it's not a problem. Because of course I haven't got, you know, I've got a magnet in the middle there. It's not holding these two. So they just flew out. Oh, God, these are so strong. So let's just get those out. Yeah, this is just so easy. So user-friendly. Okay, you can see kind of like the magnet debris, I think, in there. Ooh, oh dear. I think that's just where the magnets have been moving around with the rubber spacers. I'm not that bothered. Okay, let's get the other one. And the other one. I would love to get the inserts that I think Alfonso makes. They're kind of like his own that he makes for Rapt, but I don't know if I'd be able to get them being in the UK. They look really interesting. Like even a 4-click. Sounds pretty cool. But I'm very much a creature of habit, so even though I got all these different inserts to play around with, I've found something that I really like, and then I've stuck with it. I am a definite creature of habit. I don't like change very much. But you know, I plan to keep this for the rest of my life, so I got all the inserts so that I don't have to pay more shipping to get more if I don't have to. I just wanted to get everything all in one go. Oh, like that. Oh, that is strong. Oh, nah, kind of pinched. No. Sorry, just clean off my fingers a little bit because of the debris in there. Yeah, that really, really jumps. That is really strong. That actually is pinching. Ow. Perhaps I should have tried the mediums, but normally I just like strong. Oh yeah. Like, that is really, really jumping. I'm trying to see it from the side. But you kind of learn, you know, when you get pinched, you kind of learn how to hold it so you don't get pinched again. That's quite satisfying. Wow. I mean, compared to my other 2-click, which is the smooth toed, which doesn't really make much noise at all. That's pretty cool, actually. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it like this for a little while and play with it as is. See how I like it. Ooh. I was not prepared for how strong that was going to be. Although they're all in 52, so I don't really know what I was expecting. But anyway, so this arrived at a time where I was, you know, myself and my family, we were going through a lot. And going through a lot of grief and personal loss. So it was kind of a sad time when this arrived, but also it kind of arrived at the best time because it kind of helped me keep my mind off of things when I was on my own. I, you know, without going into things too much, I do struggle with depression. I do struggle with anxiety. And what we were going through was something quite new for us as a family. So this did kind of arrive at a good time. It's just sad to look back at, those days, because of everything else that was going on. I would say it kind of helped me get through, but not to a major extent. There's only so much these little things can do to help you with either bad habits or anxiety or whatever, but it just helped me keep my mind off of things, rather than going into a spiral in my head of dwelling on things, I guess, for too long, because I just had to deal with things, and it was one of those things where you just have to deal with one day at a time. So this did arrive at a good time, I guess. Ow. Crikey. But, it wasn't cheap, but I will say that ever since I got it, almost every other fidget I've had have just not matched up to this. In fact, I'm not really buying fidgets now because this is like peak perfection for me. So almost everything I've tried since has just not matched up. That's not to say that other fidgets aren't good, because other fidgets have their place. Same, that tie rhythm I got, the Mott rhythm, I love that. That's a completely different kind of fidget. It's not a free floating slider. That is a tracked slider that rotates, and I love it. The clicks on it are amazing. I got the Modusworks Drifter. Now that is a free floating slider, but it's a completely different beast because it's round, it's got a different magnet layout. Same with the GD EDC Gladiator as well. That's similar. They all have their place, and they all have their place in my collection. But really, I think this is really just perfect in every way, and you can tailor it, to how you want to use it. You can have lots of fun with it, with all the different inserts, Again, I will point out Fidget Nerd's videos. His are really good for showing you all the different kind of setups and what these inserts do, because I didn't understand that when I was looking to buy one of these. I watched all his videos and then I came out with an understanding. He's come up with a buyer's guide as well, which is really good, and if I can, I'll link to all of that in the description below. But just the fact that you can change pretty much every aspect of this so easily is just a magnificent feat, and I really, really appreciate all the research and development, trial and error that went into designing this, because it would have been a lot. And Jonas is just one man on his own. He hasn't got staff. He deals with, as far as I know, he's dealing with making the things, doing all his customer service and communication, packing everything up. It's all him, as far as I know. He does not have staff. And yet he appears to me, in my experience, the best in terms of dealing with his customers and creating a fantastic product. I really cannot praise him enough. He's a really down-to-earth guy. He lives up to his promises, and he is honest with the community. He's overworked at the moment, so he stopped doing custom orders. Now that is a big shame, but he is only one man. He has a family. He has a life of his own. He deserves to enjoy it. So, however he works it out in the future to do custom orders, that's great. Because I don't see him stopping the custom orders altogether. I mean, I don't know him personally, but he's the kind of guy who just seems to me he loves making these things. He loves being creative. So I can see it happening in future, but we're just going to have to be patient. And he may have to change the way he does things, because these are just proving probably to be more popular than he initially realised. But that's just because these are so damn good. They're so bloody good. I'm so pleased I got one. It was a big purchase for me. Like, I really, really thought about it for months, and basically I made cases to sell and try and get enough money to buy one of these. It took me a while to decide what I wanted, but in the end, I just love this JG10 with titanium. I really love titanium, so it's perfect for me. There are some really beautiful exotics that I really love as well, but it's way out of my, affordability. But even the plain stainless steel or a plain titanium with no custom inlay, they are stunning. Absolutely stunning. If you get them like blasted and stonewashed, oh, gorgeous. Like, I was tempted to get a super... Is it the Groovy? So this is the super stepped, I think. So I was thinking of maybe getting a stainless steel Groovy one. But I really, really don't need it, because I've got this. I really, really don't need one. I keep telling myself that. Whether I'll have the self-discipline to stop myself, I don't know. But I just love this one. I don't see myself ever getting rid of it or parting with it. I pretty much have this and my Topsy with me all the time, alongside some skill toys. So yeah, in terms of size, perfect size. It's a little bit smaller than, say, Magnus Toad X 3-click. A little bit chunkier, but it's not too chunky, to be honest. It's just the right size, and some people can do some amazing tricks with these, and I don't really focus on those a lot. I focus more on skill toys. But there's a reason why people praise these so much. They're just amazing. When he does custom orders again, I highly recommend them. But I would strongly suggest just be patient. Again, he is one man on his own, trying to make everybody happy, and that's a lot to take on your shoulders. And he just seems like a really, really, really down to earth, really nice chap. So he gave me quite a few things for free, bless him, which he didn't have to do. In fact, he gave me, I think I wanted those PVC patches. One's on my sling bag all the time, so I've always got that on there. He gave me those for free. I was more than happy to pay for them, but he gave me those for free. He gave me these 2-click inserts for free. I think he made sure that I got all the magnets and everything, and I don't know if he charged me for that. Yeah, he's just an amazing dude. I cannot praise him enough, and I cannot praise his work enough. I wish him all the best, and I hope he, reopens his custom orders, and I really, really want one of his spinners. I'm not a spinner person, but I want one of those thingama-things, is that what they're called? I really want one. Whether I'll get one, I don't know, but he did some sign-up sales last time for some stainless steel ones, and I thought that was a brilliant way to do things. I've got no issue with sign-up sales. It's just a matter of when, not if. You might not get it in one sign-up sale, but you might get it on another one. It's just the way it is. Yeah, these are amazing. I highly recommend. I've rambled on for about 25 minutes now, so yeah, have to say it's only getting better with time, and yeah, I love this thing. So if you've watched this, thank you very much, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye bye.